I'm David Lewis, and I'm the founder and CEO of MoveEV.
My name's Tara Spencer. I am head of sales for MoveEV.
I'm a nationally recognized vehicle reimbursement expert. I've been in the field of fleet and vehicle reimbursement for over 10 years now. I became an operator at the leading vehicle reimbursement software platform in the country, where I was head of strategy as we grew from a little business into the largest one in the country and in the world. Part of my experience there was in partnerships, new product development, where I spearheaded a credit card product, a driver safety product, and ultimately was head of M&A when we made the acquisition of Reimbursements, which at the time was the largest reimbursement platform in the country.
I've spent the last year and a half working with our founding team, bringing our reimbursement product to market. But prior to this experience, I spent my career working for an FMC. So I spent about 25 years working for enterprise fleet management, helping clients manage their cost of ownership with their fleets, which I guess makes me a bit of an expert of sorts in fleet management. I think home charging is the most exciting thing since sliced bread because it creates an alternative approach for businesses that are trying to expand their electrification. A lot of organizations today feel as though they need to build the infrastructure first before they can start to put their electric vehicle programs into place. And I think our solution flips that on its head and allows our clients to buy an electric vehicle any type they want, with or without infrastructure. We can help them send those vehicles home with their drivers to charge overnight at off-peak hours, and it's the savings available to our clients are in the hundreds of thousands of dollars on an annual basis.
Home charging reimbursement is so important for EV fleets because it is the method of charging that can optimize savings. When you charge at home, you open up the opportunity for overnight consumer rates, which are far less expensive than public daytime rates. So just thinking about utility or energy costs alone, you can save thousands of dollars having your employees charge at home overnight versus using any public charging option. Another reason why public charging options are more expensive than home charging options is because there are service fees that are not present in the expense calculation when reimbursing for charging at home. Often you can save up to 60% on charging costs by charging at home. Charging at home is also the most convenient way for your fleet drivers to charge their vehicle. They simply drive it home instead of going to the gas station on the way home, plug it in, and it charges. Another benefit of charging at home is that every day you wake up with a full tank and you're ready to take on the day with 250 to 350 miles of drive time. For nearly 100% of folks on the road, that is enough charge to get to anywhere that they're going in that given day. Charging at home knows no bounds. It can scale infinitely as many homes as there are in the United States or across the world. Whereas charging on depot has a very finite ability to create energy.
Total cost of ownership is one of the most important factors when running a fleet of vehicles. And when you run an electric vehicle, you have to think about TCO differently. With a traditional gas vehicle, typically your maintenance and your fuel are your highest expenses, even more so than your acquisition costs. With electric vehicles, that looks very different. The acquisition tends to be the largest part of the expense, and maintenance and fuel are very small. And so I think what that will do is it will shift the length of time that organizations can run those vehicles. If you compare a 5-year hold to a 5-year hold, then the electric vehicle looks more expensive. But the reality is that the electric vehicle is going to last you 2 to 3 years longer with lower operational costs than a traditional gas vehicle. For that reason, I think the cost of ownership on an EV is significantly lower because you can hold them for that much longer without experiencing increasing operational expenses or downtime. So the typical lifespan of a battery, I think, is a bit undetermined today. EVs are pretty new to the market, and we're just starting to see a lot of used vehicles come to the secondary market. Early indications look to be 10 years or greater for that EV battery, which is a significant length of time. But I think the jury's still out a little bit, and different OEMs will likely have different durations for their battery life. So the resale value of electric vehicles is established in a much different way than a typical ICE vehicle. I like to say batteries are the new odometer. It used to be all about mileage. Turn your vehicle in before 100,000 miles if you wanted to protect the resale. That doesn't apply anymore. Now you need to protect your battery. It is the most significant investment in your EV, and the best way to protect that is to control how you charge your car. DC fast charging, public charging, will ruin your battery quicker than any other approach. Early indications show that the lifespan of a vehicle can be shortened by 2 to 3 years by DC fast charging. So if you can avoid that, you can extend your life of your vehicle and you can reduce your cost of ownership. So I think there's a lot of good use cases for EVs. I spent 25 years working for a fleet management company, and I often told people that they were only appropriate for low mileage drivers. I was wrong. I didn't realize that an EV could work perfectly well with a 30,000 mile a year driver as long as they have a level 2 charger in their garage. So I would say EVs are appropriate for any fleet that's looking to reduce costs, reduce carbon emissions, and has a variety of light-duty vehicle uses. There's exceptional EV models on the market today in the light-duty truck market, in the sedan and SUV, and the cargo vans are coming soon. So I think it's a matter of, again, finding the right sweet spot to get started and getting the right support for infrastructure and for driver education. But I think EVs belong in every fleet today.